In Landour, every house is at least 100 years old, and so is this one. And Landour has it has a very rich missionary history as well. So this house was built by a Dutch American missionary doctor who used to work with leprosy patients. And we're talking about early 20th century when lepers were still treated as outcasts. So even their families would not accept them back after they were healed. So she would bring them and house them in her own house. And that's the reason why she called it Bethany, because the biblical meaning is a place of rest and healing. And we just loved the name because we wanted to give rest and healing of a different kind. So we decided to retain the name. But we also realized that, we have a huge legacy to live up to now. You know, this doctor, when she moved, when she got on with her years, she actually gifted it to a mission, and they used it for different purposes at different times. It was always occupied, but it was more like a transit home. So there was no ownership as such. So by the time we came here, it was completely dilapidated. But one look at the location, and as Conrad Hilton once said, that when you're looking at any hospitality unit, there are only three things that you need to look for, and it's location, location, location. And that's exactly what we saw, the location of this place and the promise it had. And also the vibe, because I believe that whenever you enter a place, it has to speak to you, it has to give you that vibe. And like I said earlier, it's a place of rest and healing, and it made us feel that yes, this is the place where we have to come and settle down. It called us here. Oh, we are blessed to be in the Himalayas, and in the mountains, in the Himalayas, every season is unique. So it all depends on what is it that catches your fancy. If you want to enjoy the beautiful summers and spring, that's when the flowers are blooming. It's beautiful. My personal favorite is the rainy season because that's when everything has a washed look and every tree is a forest by itself. The winters again are beautiful because not many people know that there is a very unique phenomenon called the winter line, which is visible only from two places on Earth, Missouri and the Doon Valley in Switzerland. It's a false horizon which gets created at sunset. So the winter line gets formed in winters, and also the snow peaks of the higher Himalayas are beautifully visible at that time. This is the only ridge from where the Char Dham as well as Nanda Devi are all visible in one line. Yeah, I'm glad you asked that, because this is not a place for people who are looking for, the regular activities or for people who are wanting to rush from one point to the other. This is actually a place to come and do nothing. you know it's a place to come and unwind, be with yourself, be with your loved ones, spend quality time with each other. It's a place for nature lovers, uh, authors who want to finish their books, bird watchers, photographers, painters, artists. Anyone who's a creative person loves this place. But we also have a lot of families, just wanting to get away from the madness of the big city, who want to just spend quality time with each other. They come and stay with us. So Landour is a destination for such people. The highlight of our house is just like any home. We don't have a regular menu. What happens is because these people come from all over the world, and they've come to experience India. Though they are in India for a couple of months, most of the time is in Missouri, and they hardly get to experience the rest of the country. So through our food, we introduce them to different parts of India. So every night, food is either from a different region of India or the world. And even if somebody stays for a couple of months, no menu is repeated till the time they don't want us to repeat it. And another highlight of the food and dining out here is that unlike hotels, we don't have separate tables. It's a home. Everybody sits together and eats together like a family. And the table seats 10. On any given day, there are at least three nationalities sitting on the same table and breaking bread together. We are a completely green and in a very holistic manner. We use solar energy extensively to heat our water and also to cook our food. At the same time, every item that we use here is sourced from some organization or the other, which is working with underprivileged women in Uttarakhand. So, from your carpets to the toiletries, bed covers, blankets, everything is made by village women. And on the environmental front, our rainwater harvesting capacity itself is 85,000 liters, which in a place like Missouri is really phenomenal. And in fact, that makes us the only property in the whole city which is completely self sustained as far as water is concerned. Also, with our experience, the easiest thing for us would have been to get talent either from Bombay or Delhi. But rather than doing that, we've taken in 7, 8 kids from very, very humble backgrounds, trained them, and now they help us to run this place. And a form of blessing in disguise came up in 2013 when the state of Uttarakhand was ravaged by floods, and fortunately we were in a position to connect people, and just through our guests, we managed to raise a substantial amount, and we have now adopted 750 families of people in our own state, in our own backyard, which were affected by floods. And rather than giving them, immediate relief, what we did was we came up with a long-term sustainable employment program for them. And I'm so happy that now quite a few of these villages are completely independent, and they don't need anybody's help. They're managing on their own and wonderfully. So that is why when somebody comes and stays with us, it's not just about a stay. It is your footprint in a completely holistic manner is very, very positive.